everybody, and welcome to a very special recapping season of Celebrity Big Brother UK, where both Jason Roy from our Big Brother US and I will be covering this season of Celebrity Big Brother UK. Now, let me let you guys in on a few little tips. Number one, everything about what we're doing for Celebrity Big Brother UK can be found over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/CBB. All of our shows will be archived there. We have blogs happening there, the schedule of when the shows are airing, how to watch them, everything that you guys need to know about Celebrity Big Brother UK that we've done or are doing is over there, yourrealityrecaps.com/CBB. Now, Jason and I will be doing these weekly recap shows once a week. However, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouNow, I will also be live talking with you guys, the fans, all about Celebrity Big Brother UK. So make sure you subscribe and fan us over there, younow.com/reality recaps if you need your little daily fix of Celebrity Big Brother UK. Some great ways that you can help support our shows really quickly. If you shop on Amazon, use our link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. Brings you right to Amazon's website. You don't pay anymore, and it really helps support our shows. We also have a great thing happening this month, Audible, at yourrealityrecaps.com/Audible. Again, brings you right to the website. You get a 1-month free trial. You get a free audiobook. You can cancel anytime, and it would really help us out if you guys checked it out this month. You can get the Kathy Griffin book, or the Bravo Andy book, or the Leah Remini book, all that Scientology. Don't even get me started on Scientology. And lastly, the best and most helpful way to support our shows is to become a patron over at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get weekly only patron shows, prize giveaways each week just for patrons, your questions asked to the reality stars, and the private Facebook group only for patrons. But it is most important because it is what keeps us bringing you guys shows every single night. Of course, you can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. And now I'm gonna shut up and bring out, so we can talk Celebrity Big Brother UK, Jason.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm gonna move my big head over. That's what's going on. You're perfectly fine. Oh my God, Jason.
Yes.
I'm really sorry that New York's not in it.
Me too. But I think it is what it is, and especially a celebrity one, it's a lot of budgetary stuff probably. So like, in New York might not be in their budget, and that's why we have like some like, who the hell are these people? Because we spent big bucks on other people.
They did. They spent a lot of big bucks on other people, I heard, which we'll talk about. But Jason, I feel we need to just talk about a few things first.
Okay.
Number one, Jason wants everyone to know that he is wearing periwinkle purple.
I'm wearing purple. It just looks blue because I'm under like terrible lighting. I'm wearing purple in a mustard t-shirt.
So we did not plan this at all, even though it looks like we did not plan this. We are going to do it a little bit differently. If you guys watched Jason covering Celebrity Big Brother UK last season, we're going to do it more as like a convo, and I'm going to be bringing in questions from you guys in the chat room for us as well this go-round. And lastly, Jason, very important question from the chat room, though, to kick it off.
Okay.
They like your hair and say 25,000 looks good on you.
Does it now? Well, because I haven't spent any of it, so I'm still poor. Like, what do you mean? I haven't done nothing. Like, does it look good on me? Because it just must be my face or something.
They think that you got dressed up.
They think I got dressed up? No.
They think you got dressed up. You know who did get dressed up, Jason?
Who?
I think we need to start with some of our faves and explaining to people. Actually, you know what? Let's explain to people the way Celebrity Big Brother works, because it's a little bit different than our show and our premieres of our season.
Yes.
I love this big stadium setup that they have, which is outside, right?
Yes, and it actually is like the most toned down stadium they have had in decades. They have just recently put up most of the backing screen. If you were to watch an old vintage season, they have rafters with people on them and stuff. Like, it seemed like there was a lot more people back in the days when it was on Channel 4 and hosted by Davina McCall and stuff. But it is massive there, and that part has always been outside. Like, the house is the house thing. And back in the day, they used to bring them like across a parking lot into another building to do interviews. And then they built the little eye thing they had for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've built this whole basically compound of, look at me like losing my damn earphone so I don't know what you're saying. And you hear how stuffed and terribly sick I sound? It's terrible. But I don't think this is the right ear.
You sound fine. We're all sick. It's winter. It's winter.
So they have an amazing outdoor like setup, like with studio audience, but it's actually outside. So a lot of times in these winter seasons, they come in coats, leave in coats. Like, it's cold.
It is. And I love it because they also don't know, or most people say they don't know. So we kind of find out, or we're all supposed to be finding out, who this cast is together all at the same time in real time, also unlike our Big Brother. But of course, there's leaks and decoys.
It never works out like that. Usually they find out what hotel they're at. They're watching people come in with like plastic bags on their heads and stuff. Big Brother in the UK is a massive thing there. It's done differently than ours. I don't know if our concept would be as big of a massive thing there as their concept is, but their concept runs their summer there. It's like the biggest summer show, or it used to be the biggest summer show. And people actually have blown up careers off of Big Brother. So like format of Big Brother is different, but impact in the UK is much more massive, so they can pull out these celebrities, and the paparazzi want to know who they are, and it's all types of stuff. If we did a celebrity one in the USA, it would be all motherfuckers from YouTube and stuff. No paparazzi would care to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would not be anything like the UK can bring, but they generate dollars. Like, they have you call in to save people. If it's how many votes to save people, it's not going to a website that's free. You call and you pay off your damn phone bill, girl.
Yeah, and they get paid up front, right? So like, you could technically just take your money and
a lot of them,
I'm out.
Many of them, well, you can't just say I'm out, I don't believe. I think you used to be able to just say I'm out, but probably like by like Celebrity Big Brother 5, it was like, no, you got to be voted out. But that's why we've had people like I'm gonna like mess up his name, but I want to say it's like John McClintock or whatever. He's like an old crusty man. He used to like pick his boogers on it and stuff. He like an old nasty old man, but he got himself voted off because he wanted to. He was there for the money. You take it and you run. So people like, especially like we're going to talk about Ray J, who has supposedly been paid so much money to be here. Ray J is here to stay on the whole time, of course. He'd be crushed if he goes home first. But does he really need to be here if they paid him that much to show up? Like, shit.
I will say this too, because we have a lot of people tuning in because of you, Jason. We have a lot of people tuning in because they're like, what's Celebrity Big Brother UK? And I see a lot of the main question in the chat room right now is, how do we watch?
Okay. How do you watch?
bmxtv.net.
Yes.
Or you can watch it on BB Viewer. But I literally made a post on the website. So if you just go to yourrealityrecaps.com/CBB, I have the links right there, right at the top of the post, like the 4 different ways to watch it. You can watch it on mobile or tablet. Do you watch it a different way? How do you watch it, Jason?
Well, I've been watching the foreign seasons, obviously, for like a hot minute. So, those are 2 ways. And the other 2 ways that I would say are, quite simple. Some of them are things that you're going to see go up and down, and it's not, a stable, but there is people that post them on YouTube every day, usually an hour or so after they're done. You can catch them on YouTube. If you're trying to catch Bit on the Side, that's where you're probably going to run, and you might not find those on YouTube. And back when Big Brother Canada first came out and we were using these VPNs and stuff, you could always use a classic VPN and actually go to Channel 5's website, like .co.uk or whatever the hell they call it in the UK, and you could watch it right live TV through there. So I've watched it a various different amount of ways because these things like BMX TV and BB Viewer were not like touching these things in the ice it's a year or so.
Right. And they're backed up on them now too, or so far they're backed up on them, so you can just like go right back and watch right after on them. I like it. And like the extensions too, like the Hola extension in Chrome, you just boop switch, like you said, just switch it right over to I'm in the UK.
Yeah, a lot of people have the problem about that one. People that really know about like adware and malware, and thisware and yoware and myware. So a lot of people say use the hide your ass, but there are
Or
so
Hydra.
many. Yeah, there are so many ways to do it that it is. If you want to watch this show, you can. It is not impossible for you.
I also see people wanting to know, do they have feeds?
Okay, no. We are probably one of the only Big Brothers left in the world that has like genuine live feeds, and especially what we just did with OTT was like the epitome of genuine live feeds. When Big Brother transferred over from Channel 4 to Channel 5, cut of live feeds. Same thing happened in Australia when they changed channels as well. I think when one channel forfeits it and another channel picks it up, they're going to pick it up but for as little money as they can. So if it costs them less money to do live feeds and live feeds ain't making them much, then they ain't going to do them. So Big Brother UK has not had live feeds for probably 6 or some years now, and we have just sort of learned to deal with it. Luckily, in the days of Twitter and stuff, they are putting out enough fresh new material every day to at least tease you. They're trying to tease you to watch the episode, but at least they are giving you little bits. But no, there is no live feeds, unfortunately.
There is, and I will say this for everyone too, again,
sometimes they go live from the house late at night.
I'm updating the schedule as it changes.
Yes.
This is the most current one, but it looks like on Tuesdays and Fridays they do the live. They're going to be doing the live from the house right now. But that schedule, I'll keep updating it and changing it as it updates and changes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about some of these people, Jason. Let's talk about some of these people that are in the house. I want to know what you're thinking of them, how you think they're going to do.
Okay.
We should also say that the twist is, even though they're all stars that are coming back, they're kind of like the producers this season, which is the twist.
Yes, this first twist.
And they get to edit someone out of the show. But it's not really editing them out of the show.
No.
It's just putting someone in a dickhole position.
If anything, it's putting them in a spotlight position, gaining sympathy with them from the public on episode 1. If anything, they're giving the person that they edit out of the show leverage and more time in the show. So it's kind of a double-edged sword with what their task is.
It is. All right. I have lots to say about who that is that got edited out. But first, let's get to the one that I think is probably one of the people that are back that everyone is talking about.
And housemates number 1 is Spidey. Now, for here in America, we know them for The Hills and being Spidey and being everything Americans know Spidey to be. Now, in the UK, they only really have ever known them for The Hills, and then they came and did Celebrity Big Brother UK, where Rylan, who hosts Bit on the Side now, was the person that beat them. Yeah. But they were enthralling. They made the season about them. They know how to turn the tiniest event into a 10-episode mini-series about hair in a hairbrush. Like, she and him together are a tornado of reality TV torture. So I sort of did what the producers had to do, or the returnees, and I was thinking, how am I going to like them, and how are they going to be good TV? Because sometimes the people that I am like, they're so annoying, are actually making good TV. So I made a little bit of list about where they are, and I'm giving Spidey, for me, how they're gonna satisfy me or whether they're gonna annoy me or not is a 3 out of 10. Meaning I'm not really about Spidey. I'm not really here for them. I know they're just like messy, but the producer in me, as if I was part of the task, is giving them a 9 because they know how to make a show. They know how to make everything about them. So over this course of this time, Spidey is gonna annoy me. They're gonna act arrogant and entitled, and they're gonna be just probably terrible, but they are going to make this season the fucking Spidey show times 2. There's gonna be fireworks and all types of shit. So, like, nothing is boring with them around. So I'm giving them a 9 for, like, TV factor.
I have to say, their season is the only season of Celebrity Big Brother I've ever watched other than this one. So I actually watched their season. So I love them. I agree with you. But Spencer, and we can talk about it a little bit later, is saying he's turned over a new leaf and he's not doing that stuff anymore. And he's going to play nice.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll get to that in a bit. All right. Who is CBB
Brandon? Ooh. Okay, well, what do you know any? I just know that he is a DJ. All I know is what Big Brother told us about him. I have not done any research on Brandon.
Well, I will say our blogger, Rachel, who was blogging, she said she has heard his name before. Now, she's from the UK. We actually have a UK blogger blogging it. So she has heard his name, but doesn't really know anything else about him. But apparently he was a popular DJ in the 90s, and he lived a crazy lifestyle back in the day. And that's it.
And it seems like a lot of these people, the older celebrities, they seem to sort of like know him a little bit. Like Callum was friendly with him. Emma on stage was like, I know you. Emma Willis is not no spring chicken. She's been in the UK entertainment streets from their TRL days. Like, she's been out here, so she would know. So I'm sure he is a reputable character, but I think maybe he's one of those people that they were able to get for that extra low. They like paid him like 10 grand to come in or something, because he's not anyone that I would find relevant. But a lot of those times are the best characters we have in BBUK because they don't have the biggest star fame record, and they're not going to come out and be a big star again, but they're going to be an enthralling character. I would not be surprised if Brandon is someone who ends up really fighting with people and has a problem with maybe some of the younger crowd of the house. I could see him turning into maybe the old grouchy guy. He doesn't really seem like he would be, but there seems to always be one old grouchy guy. And but on ranking Brandon, I gave Brandon a 3. He's not like doing anything for me, really. He's just going to be there. I don't see him as that important housemate, but he's probably a nice guy and he might have some funny bits. But as a producer, I gave him a 1. Like, I don't need you. What are you here for? You're not going to like be hooking up with no one and looking sexy. You're not going to be like having an explosive fight with anyone. So like, I'm hoping that he does something. So I'm expecting either to be expect the unexpected with Brandon. He's either going to be very exciting or he's going to be boring as hell, which would be expected.
Breezy Babe in the chat room says, didn't he have something to do with the Firestarter song? I don't remember that.
What's the Firestarter song? Like Drew Barrymore?
Oh my god. Oh god. This everyone. This is where my and Jason's age range or gap comes into play.
Well, Drew Barrymore, I'm talking about a movie where she's like 4. What the hell?
I'm talking about the Firestarter song, which is like, I am the Firestarter. Yeah. It was like very popular.
I think I've heard that. Okay.
But I don't remember what he had to do with it. And someone else, Ev Spear, said
he's Fatboy Slim or something. Like, if it was Fatboy Slim, then I'd be like, this is a fucking superstar DJ. Like, are they gonna have Pow Pow on next season because she a DJ too?
Well, maybe you should ring up Vanessa and ask her. Use your little bat phone and call your friend Vanessa and say, hey, Vanessa, what's up, girl? What's up? Oh, I think actually maybe Tiffany. Well, I think Tiffany was in the chat room for a minute ago. We should have asked Tiffany. Go phone Vanessa and let us know who this Brandon is.
Yes.
Coke. Ev Spears says cokehead partier who is now reformed and sober.
Okay, well, there's always like one former cokehead that's got like a broken nostril, Daniela Westbrook. So, it is what it is. I guess that's what he's here for, to show that, I don't know, all his money's ran out, but he's sober now.
What is up with the UK people, by the way, that in all their packages they have to talk about their packages, like, or their dick size or how big their tits are?
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
that's a
Maybe
thing.
the producers of BBUK were very horny that day talking to all those people. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, let's talk about.
We can't make dick jokes.
Sure, we can.
No, not like if I made a dick joke on like press day. Come on now.
You should just be like, I'm 5'4" and
Like, let's talk about my penis with the Hollywood Reporter. That would no.
Who? Oh, K-Frog. I was like, K-Frog. I was like, you could probably get away with it on K-Frog.
K-Frog is fun.
I love them. They are fun. All right, let's, what is it? Nicola
McLean. Yes, Nicola McLean.
Reality TV Pro. Reality TV
basically.
Pro. Go, Jason.
She is reality TV. She's UK reality TV go-to. In the reality world, I would probably call her a B-list, A-list sort of over there. She's done like a lot of things and is sort of like respected. I don't think she's come across like crazy terrible on anything, but her life is in the tabloids quite a bit. She has a husband who's been called out for doing crazy things before. Yeah. So she is constant. She's kind of a reality TV show queen, but a tabloid queen there in the UK. She is on Bit on the Side all the time doing commentary. She is someone who has stayed in these streets, whether she has a talent or not. Nicola is going to get booked on some show to do something. She's going to bake or babysit or do some random ass shit. Nicola been out here. So I'm not surprised to see Nicola back. Now, Nicola was not the most enthralling person on her original season of BBUK, but she had really good moments. They did this thing with letters from home where one group had to shred another group's letters first, and Nicola did not hesitate for a second and shredded all them letters, scream and shred. And so Nicola has her moments, but I think Nicola is what I would like to call a built-in storyline. Some of these people are coming here with built-in storylines, whether one person is casted to interact with another person that they already had beef with, but Nicola is, her built-in storyline is they want to air her life gossip. If she's going to talk about what happened to the tabloids with her husband, Big Brother wants to put that on and stuff.
Right.
So Nicola is good TV. She's going to be like an 8. But do I really like Nicola? Nah, I mean, she okay. But Nicola, I think, can bring a lot to the show.
Really? You think she's going to be an 8?
I have a few people that I've given 8s to, but I would say that how much that they're going to like her. This is like UK TV, how she's going to place or how they're going to like enjoy seeing Nicola. Unless Nicola really has some explosive argument where she says something reckless, Nicola is probably sailing to the final week of this game, if not the final night of the top 5 people.
Wow. Okay, I did not. You know a lot more about her than I do. Erica.
I just think that Nicola's perception is sort of what Katie Price's perception had been when Katie Price won Big Brother. Oh, Katie Price, we love you. You're really famous. Your husband fucks up a lot, and now the only time we see you is in the news. But now when we're seeing you, you're not with your husband. You're on TV looking like the sweet person we know. So I think Nicola, if she's lost anyone through the dramas, is going to... This is a good PR move to be here for Nicola. I don't see it going wrong. But we have seen, Ultimate Big Brother UK, where we had ultimate winners go out second and third because the public had completely flipped their mind on people like Nadia and stuff. So it can be done.
So Erica Rodriguez in the chat room says, would you say she's like a Kim Kardashian for the UK?
No. Kim Kardashian is like if Nicola McLean would be like a I don't know, I wish we had like people in America don't stay on TV long enough. You know what I'm saying? They disappear for like a few years. We'll see you in your 20s, and then we'll see you again when you're like in your 40s. But like, there's no one that I could like probably pull that's like in their 30s, like this type of that I would describe her as. I mean, maybe she's like a Kendra from the Girls Next Door. She's someone who has just been out here and just always somehow moved on to something new.
Right. All right, let's jump over. Here, I'll block you for your moment. Let's jump over to CBB Jamie, who is a footballer, which I believe is actually soccer.
Yes, it's soccer.
It is.
But he's also a built-in storyline of being a tabloid boy as well, because also BB history. He is sort of the relative, if so, of a Celebrity Big Brother housemate. In Celebrity Big Brother, I believe it's like 7, where we had the Jade Goody drama and the racist comments about Shilpa Shetty and all this craziness. Danielle Lloyd was there, the model, who is Jamie O'Hara's ex-wife at this point. But so clearly he sort of is dealt with this sort of drama stuff before. I see him as a built-in storyline of his life gossip, of talking about Danielle Lloyd and having all these things that they might want to air and juicy goss. But in the long run, that's going to fade. All his juicy goss is going to be like spilled in one episode. Nobody really cares about Danielle Lloyd that much. No one really cares about him that much. So, like, I don't really see him as being a character that people are going to be like hungry to keep around, because what is he really doing? But I gave him personally, like, he's like probably going to be a nice guy. He probably will be a nice guy, but probably boring. Probably just a normal footballer dad type of, I'm just chill, going to hang out here, that guy. So I'm giving him a 5. But for TV, he's probably like a 2, because he's giving everything away in like one episode. He's not going to have anything to bring. What do you think?
Oh, what I think is, I like how I get to tell you stuff that you might not know. So, thanks to, again, Rachel, our UK official blogger, for this.
Yes, Rachel.
She says, as a footnote, fellow housemate Nicola used to be good friends with Jamie's ex-wife,
Danielle Lloyd.
Oh, and as recently as last week, her and Danielle were involved in a rather large public spat that's been all over the tabloids in the UK.
Nicola and Danielle were.
Yep, Nicola and Danielle were.
Okay.
And apparently that caused Danielle to name her new dog after Nicola's son.
Wow. But part of this sounds like PR just messery to me. Like, they know Nicola and him are going on the show, so let's do some crazy PR shit, and Danielle's probably down to make some money. But I don't even know. That just sounds amazingly messy and great.
That's like if you were to get a dog.
How are these people still in these streets? Like, I watched Danielle Lloyd on Big Brother UK when she was young, like a million years ago. Like, all these bitches are old now. What are they still doing out here, like, scrapping in the streets outside of clubs? Go home to your babies, take your high heels off and your little mini dress, like, go home.
There's not a lot of stuff to do in the UK, I guess.
I guess.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta hang out in the street. I can't even remember what the hell her name was. Forget it. No, not her. I was gonna say it's like if you got a dog and called it Alex and... Who the hell won your season of Big Brother? Why can't I remember? Thank you, Morgan. I'm not even trying to be funny. I literally couldn't remember her name. Just saying. I might do that. Anyway, let's talk about Angie, who I love. Jason, would you want to play Big Brother with your mother?
Oh no, not mine. No.
Is there someone mother you would want to play with?
I mean, I have friends that are mothers. I have other people, like, there are plenty of people that are mothers that I think, but, like, I mean, playing with your own mother is definitely going to be, like, difficult. Especially Callum is here usually to be, like, the fun dude that's going to be, like, making out with girls in the jacuzzi. So the mom is, like, a built-in cock block, which I kind of don't understand why they've casted a built-in cock blocker. Kind of feel like I don't get it. Like, if you wanted Angie, you should just left Callum out of it. But I mean, it is gonna make for awkwardness, and that is a built-in storyline though of having the mother-son relationship. They've never really had that in the Big Brother house before. In the UK, they've done mothers and daughters and stuff, but this was the first time. So I guess it will be interesting to see. I think she seems sweet. I don't think she'd be one to really play with, though. She gonna tell you when you crossing the line or so. So it'll be interesting to see how Angie gets along. I think she'll probably be good TV.
I think she's going to be good TV too. I think there's, like you said, I think there's going to be issues with her and her son. It seems like they're like
Jasmine clearly wants a piece. Jasmine is clearly looking for a piece of Callum. So it'll be interesting to see about what Angie feels about Jasmine and what she thinks about Jasmine if a romance or so starts to conspire. So it will be interesting to see.
Well, let's talk about Callum and Angie's.
He looks bad in that picture. They picked a terrible picture for him.
Look, all these people I'm not loving in their pictures. I feel like, and everybody was so excited for him, and I was like, I'm not.
Callum was on before. He was a really nice guy. He came in third because he was just a nice guy, but really didn't do anything. So he never pissed anyone off, which is why you can get to finale in the UK. But you never really did anything, so you never really got the votes to really win. So I would like to see something from him, but I think we're just going to see more of the same. I think that he's the eye candy for the UK women, and they're excited to see some sexy guy, but and on the basis of storylines, he's not really bringing much more than the built-in of, okay, hopefully he's going to want to hook up with one of these models, and his mom's here.
ZZ Tawas says he also did a celebrity dating show with Brandy Glanville from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Did not know that.
Yeah, no, me either.
He was famously single, apparently.
Oh, well, he is famously single. He's kind of been a tabloid, ladies' man for years there. So it's interesting to see. He comes on these reality shows to, hook up with girls and have a relationship for, 6 months to be in the tabloids or something. So I don't know what he's going to do with Angie being there. We'll have to see.
We will have to see. Let's jump over to James. See, I think James is way hotter than Callum. Way hotter.
Well, listen, James is someone that I know from obviously watching Celebrity BB UK for years. He is a big, arrogant douchebag a lot of the times. So, we are gonna see many sides of James. Sometimes he's right, and he should rightfully be arrogant, but sometimes he is just over the top insane. So it'll be interesting to see how James goes. I see James as one of the main movers and shakers, though. He is going to cause drama and not be afraid to stand up to Spidey. He might be one of the few people that are going to go against the grain and make an argument. So if we do see a lot of arguing this season, do not be surprised if we see James's mouth really wide open during that. So he's going to be involved with a lot of trash.
One of the first to go. A lot of the chat room is saying they think he's definitely going to be one of the first to go.
I don't. He was.
You don't think so?
He was one of the first, or towards the beginning of his season, I think, left. He wasn't in his season forever and ever. Eventually, he was voted out. But I think that they will appreciate the arrogance they know compared to maybe some of the arrogance they don't know yet. So usually the one of the first voted out is always some pretty girl or someone that you just didn't see enough of, like some old man. So I would say that James is definitely safe just even being a returnee celebrity. I think he's coming in with a little bit more momentum on votes than some of these new celebrities that we're like, okay, how many people are really picking up the phone for Brandon the DJ? not as many people that are going to pick up the phone for James. But James can't bring anything to the show other than arguments because he's been in this relationship with the other dancing or Strictly Come Dancing lady forever or whatever. So he's not there to hook up. He's there to argue and be an arrogant asshole. But we got to have one of those.
You know who I love and who I did not know a lot about, and I kind of was like, wet blanket. I'm not feeling her. Jasmine, until I found out that she punched Lindsay Lohan in the face. Number one.
Yeah.
And then I read all about the love triangle, and now she wants to be in a circle. Educate us on Jasmine.
Okay. Jasmine seems to be the last minute replacement. If anyone was out on the internet, they saw Jasmine Leonard. Jasmine Leonard, we'll talk about her for a second. She was a Celebrity Big Brother UK contestant. She got voted off quite early, but got brought back with her mother to act a fool because she is just a part stir with devil horns. Mm-hmm. So clearly she still got it kicked or ixnayed out the cast, sort of like Tila Tequila did for having inappropriate tweets and stuff. So they don't mess with that over there. You got anything that looks crazy, goodbye to you. Now they've brought in this new Jasmine. Now Jasmine Waltz is from, so I honestly, other Jasmine is violent Jasmine that's gonna like turn this season into a fire. This Jasmine is party sexy, sleep around Jasmine. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say that she's gonna sleep around because that's like, I don't know her life like that, but that is more her persona. She's not the one to have constant arguments as she is the one to have bitchy little snarky input comments and to be the like sexy party girl. So I think I prefer this Jasmine to the Jasmine Leonard because we have enough people that are gonna be argumentative, and we kind of need the sexy girl, because I don't see people as like maybe Bianca as gonna be hooking up with any of these boys. So it's gonna come down to Jasmine to see if there's gonna be a showmance this year, and hopefully Jasmine makes the same mistake she made last time, because Jasmine is good love triangle type of TV.
I think we could have some other showmances in the house. Some other. Well, let's talk about our next person then.
Yes.
Ray J.
Well, he is here for some pussy always.
I loved it how his video, he was like, you may have seen my dick, and if you're still masturbating...
Well, because that's where most of his money comes from.
Right.
Like, he's got to name, so, like, he names, like, the Wikipedia, IMDb appropriate things, but he's got to name the sex tape, too, because, like, that's why Ray J is still rich now. Like, how many people are, like, buying, like, old Ray J albums? Like, One Wish. How many people are still purchasing One Wish on iTunes today? Like, Ray J's gotta mention his dick. That is what's made him famous. The last song he had that was relevant was about Kim Kardashian and his dick and the sex tape. So, that's his main line to pull.
It doesn't mean line to pull. It's not how he's making money. Who pays for porn?
I don't know. I don't know if Pornhub's got Kim Kardashian, but people were paying for it when that shit first came out. What?
It's torrents, people. Who's using Pornhub? What do you just want a virus? What are you people doing? Pornhub, please. Just put your credit card number on the internet instead of going on Pornhub. You'll be safer.
You'll be safer.
Let's be safer for you. I like Ray J. Okay. I know you were saying you think he has the ability to go far into this game.
I out of the TV factor, like I was thinking, if I was a producer in their task, I gave Ray J a 10. I believe that Ray J this is going to be his chance to blow up, if sorts, over in the UK. If he keeps it cute and funny and it never crosses the line of over arrogance or where he ends up looking really bad in some sort of scenario, I see Ray J as someone who's definitely going to be in the final of this show. And it definitely, even people are cast around him. We have people like Stacy because Ray J are here. Stacy would not have been here if Ray J wasn't. So Ray J has sort of already got built-in storylines of that he is the Ray J. He's there to be the big American celebrity that they usually like to say they have. They usually like to claim one American as the like, ooh, look who we got. And I think Ray J is the person they're claiming that on this year. So I think it's all about Ray J. For me, I gave him a 5. I've seen Ray J of Love. I've given him all, I've seen plenty of Ray J. I've seen you out here sucking lips of Cashmere and Danger and all these other hoes with tats on their face and stuff. I don't think Ray J is the funniest or the nicest guy. So I'm giving him a 5. He's just standard. He's just fine. Okay. But I think for TV, I think his edit is going to come out very well. I think that he's going to be well received over there. And, if I was to say anyone from just the early days that would possibly be a winner, I would see him as one of the few Americans that have a chance to win. I mean, Gary Busey has been an American. That's one. But I would not be surprised if the UK really did latch on to Ray J. But sometimes people are polarizing, and it goes one of two ways. So we'll just have to see.
So what number are you giving him for production?
Production, I gave him 10. I gave him I would not pay $1 million like TMZ is saying. But if they did that, I'm not surprised, because if you look at their cast, I think Ray J is one of their celebrity anchors.
I was going to say your 10 is wrong. It's 800,000, and that is what they are saying. UK tabloids are reporting 800. Well, lira, Great British pounds.
Okay, well, but see, I believe Katie Price was said to have been paid $1 million or $500,000, but I believe it was £1 million British pounds to do her last celebrity. So, her there is bigger than him, even if they think he's big here and they want, even if they think he's like a superstar, she would still make more money than him. So, I mean, it would make sense. People get paid tons of money to do this show. More money than, us civilians compete to win the show in most countries. I mean, even in the US, we have a bigger prize than most countries' prizes. So,
100%.
They're celebrities. So you have to be thinking that they do shows all the time. If they're out here on these reality shows, they're usually not being filmed 24/7 a day. They're not living in a house. So, they can really beef up on what they can charge, Big Brother.
And I see a lot of people in the chat room asking, what is the prize for this season? There
is none.
There's none.
It's the title.
Right.
And
they get paid to be there.
And you get paid. You get paid to be there. Everyone's already received their check, if so. Or, you know what I'm saying? They're not spending it, but everyone's already fulfilled their contract by walking in the house, basically. Unless they get kicked out by doing something crazy, they're all making their money, regardless of how long they stay. It's about being reaccepted for a lot of them to the British public. A lot of people that had dwindling careers can then win this and then can have a career for another year or so going off of being the winner and being revived. So if anything, though, what is a win for them is possibly a moves in their career, but they're all there for the initial payday.
Right. It's not like our Big Brother. It's you come out with more of a celebrity status in the UK, I guess.
Not in their civilian series anymore, but obviously these people are these celebrities, so this is giving them, it always gives these celebrities a new springboard. If they're, if you really didn't have, if you're an artist and no one really wanted to put your album out anymore, but you come into the finals of Celebrity Big Brother, you're going to have a few singles come out. Like, somebody is going to throw some money at you, so.
Well, speaking of springboarding, Ray J, and throwing money at people, let's talk about the next house guest, a CBB, a Stacy.
Now, Stacy is not going to be petty enough or reckless enough for me.
Oh my God.
But I'm sure she's got lots to bring. I gave her an 8 for watchability factor. Like, as a producer, I would give her an 8, which is what I would give Nicola. I think she's going to be a strong character, especially by giving her the edited out. She's basically made it all about Stacy and about Stacy's reaction to things. And it's just interesting. It will be interesting to see how Stacy reacts in some of these. But I want to know the tea. I don't really know the tea about Stacy and Ray J, other than obviously Stacy had some argument with Whitney Houston a few days before her death, and obviously Brandy and Whitney Houston, it was a story. So I know somehow Ray J knows something about this bitch. So lay it on me, Eric.
Well, that is it. You just told it. That is it. She apparently got they were dating. Ray J and Stacy were dating. Or were dating on the side when he was also supposed to be kind of like seeing Whitney, which led to Whitney and Stacy fighting.
Ray J was fucking Whitney? See, I don't even know this.
It's what they say. It's what the tabloids
say. So that's why they were fighting over Ray J.
They were fighting over Ray J, allegedly.
Well, that's why they paid Ray J $80 million or whatever the fuck too. Because look at that. I mean, if that's the built-in storyline that they have, it's bigger. It's the biggest celebrity name that they actually can bring in. They're name dropping within a story that there's some connection with Whitney Houston is worth the almost $1 million price tag, because clearly none of these people are Whitney Houston that we got moved in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Mariah Carey was here, then it'd be something. Don't worry, she'll get there. And if in 5-10 years that bitch will be doing Celebrity BBUK, she gonna have to. She gonna be out of money. She gonna have to. She ain't gonna be able to do. She's gonna be out of money to get the crystal corsets to get the. She can't afford any more of those corsets crystallized to lay down. And no, she gonna have to come out and do some shit.
She wears the same outfit. It's been 20 years. She hasn't changed her outfit. I don't know.
I watched her new show. Like, she got a lot of crystal corsets out there. Like, she propped up in everything. And her HSN, like I was in February.
She has an HSN line?
Yeah, she did. I love it. She did an HSN line, and she's done lots of HSN lines. And if you go and you go to YouTube and find Mariah Carey on HSN, and there is clips. And my favorite little one is someone says, "Mariah, I called you in February," and she just replied, like, "I was in February." So, like, Mariah is on Quaaludes and doesn't know where she lives, and it's so interesting to watch. She's going to be Janice Dickinson in 5 years, 10 years.
Oh, God.
So, and then we'll see her out here on these shows because she's gonna have to.
I have to say,
unless more people inconvenience her, and then she good.
Yeah, well, we'll see. The last little note about Stacy, which I think a lot of people don't know, and is a hot topic here in America right now.
Yeah,
she's also a Scientologist.
Oh, okay.
So she's fucking insane.
I don't know anything about, like, any religion, so I really am just super respectful of, like, whatever. And what I do know about it, it doesn't seem like it's as religion-based as it is, like, science-based. So I almost, like, kind of think that makes more sense religion-wise to me, but I'm not religious at all and never trying to join any religions. So to each their own, but because there are some great people that are Scientologists, and I understand that there are some crazy people that are Scientologists too.
The words of Jason Roy do not reflect that of Reality Recaps. Reality Recaps is very anti-Scientology, and if you're a Scientologist, you're fucking batshit crazy. You're in a fucking cult, and get the hell out of it. Team Leah Remini. They're crazy, Jason. They're insane. I'm going to send you a book, Jason. I'm going to send you a book. You're going to read it.
I don't want to know.
Leah, you do want to know. You'll love Leah Remini. You'll love her. She's like us. She's good people.
I just think whatever people want to do and believe in, go on with it, sister, because I ain't believing in nothing.
Okay, good. I'm with you on that. We agree on that one. Let's see if we agree on.
What are we agreeing on?
Austin.
Well, I know what y'all gonna say about Austin.
Yeah, so what do you want to say about Austin?
Austin, I gave him an 8 for good TV, but I gave him a 6 for how much, like, he's going to satisfy me. Pause. He can come off a little bit arrogant as well, and a little bit catty and bitchy. I know that's me pot calling the kettle black by calling anyone catty or bitchy, but So I think Austin is good. He's going to be an enthralling main character this season. I would not be surprised if he is also someone who is down there towards the finals. Obviously, he came in second last time, and that was quite a recent season of Big Brother UK. So this is not like a Nicola who was on in 2009. This is Austin who, was on in 2014 or some shit. So I would say that he's going to fare quite well and be a main character, especially the built-in storyline already of that he ain't fucking with Heidi and Spencer. But that's because he's from America. And, if you're going to put Americans in that house with them, I think they don't fuck with them. I don't remember who the other Americans were on that season with Heidi and Spencer, but I can't imagine that they were too friendly.
No, they weren't. I don't remember who they were either, but they weren't that friendly. I like to look at Austin. I was kind of disappointed that in his, package where he said, I can't stand them, I want nothing to do with them, and I'll stand
And then he came in, but you see his body language when he came in and saw them. It was so awkward. He immediately then withdrew. He seemed intimidated by Spidey. Like, he went in there looking like he was gonna row with them, and then was thrown into a room just with them basically at first, and said, there you go, have fun. Half the people in this room are the two people you said you just didn't want to hang out with. But I could watch him withdraw and sort of fall back. And that's not the Austin we saw last time he was here. It's not usually the Austin we see on the A-List New York or used to see. He is much more argumentative than that, but I think he is keeping it cute and mute for maybe day one walk in.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he is. Bianca. What do we think of Bianca?
Okay.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Well, this is what how do you feel about Bianca? For me, Bianca is not going to be one of these girls who gets into a showman to be hooking up. She's probably not going to get her boobs out in the hot tub or anything. She's not a Jasmine. She's not even I mean, Nicola probably won't do any of that, but I don't see her. I see her as being maybe one of the tamer younger girls, maybe not really doing the partying route, although she was running to the room to get alcohol with other people. So maybe we just haven't seen enough of Bianca, or I don't know enough about her. I obviously know that her dad is a famous footballer as well. I mean, a footballer there is a soccer player, but they've grown up sort of like if they were Drew Bledsoe's kids or some shit. So that is how it is there. I'm sure a lot of people in the UK really know who she is. I think she's probably gonna be young and fun. I gave her maybe a TV as like a 7, as she'll come off endearing to the public. If anything goes wrong and Bianca is crying, I see Bianca probably be able to get a lot of sympathy and a lot of people feeling like they really like her or identify with her. She's not super famous or super, I mean, she probably is super rich from having a soccer dad, but doesn't maybe come off that way, or we'll have to see how that progresses. But I'd be interesting to see how it goes. If there was someone that I would say who is you would think could never win and then might win, that I wouldn't want to win, but I would not be surprised if the UK public would just fall in love with Bianca and just think she's the sweetest little thing.
Isn't she an ex of Callum too?
I would not be surprised, but I think everyone's an ex of Callum. I think Callum was in Me like 45 minutes ago. Like, everyone slept with him.
Yeah, it probably is. Who is Jude Word? I know what they're talking about. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. The rumors of what's to come next. Let's just finish these people.
Okay.
Whatever. Let's jump over to CBB, Colleen.
Colleen Nolan. Okay, now she is a runner-up from Celebrity Big Brother. I believe when it first crossed over to Channel 4, one of those first few seasons. She had a great moments and fights with Julie Goodyear, who I honestly would have sort of preferred to see, but she is much more negative drama, where Colleen is interesting. I think that she's a name they pulled probably because she's a name, but not because she's going to be the most enthralling, interesting character. But Colleen, she got a problem with something. She's very vocal. She showed many a time that she has very vocal opinions and stuff. So she is definitely not someone that's just going to snooze through this game. We're going to be seeing plenty of Colleen, whether she's out soon or not. I'm sure she won't be out soon. She is sort of, for the older watchers there, a classic. So I would expect to see Colleen there for quite a long time.
When I think of older classics in the house, Jason, I think of James.
Now, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I do not watch Game of Thrones.
Me either. There's too much rape in it.
It's just like, it's just a fucking dragon. I get it. How long does
it's like dragons raping people and stuff. I don't know. There's just a lot of rape in that show. But I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I don't know who he is. But his VT package, as they would call him, was funny, and he looks like he could be an interesting, sweet old guy. Could be the old guy that goes the route of being the grumpy old guy, especially with him maybe now being edited out. But I kind of see him as the one that maybe will take it all on the chin, and he's going to be very endearing to the public because we're going to feel like, look at him, like he's just dealing with these annoying ass young kids and just rolling with the punches and doesn't have a complaint in the world. So it'll be interesting to see how James reacts. I think that he's either going to be a main character of this season or he is actually going to be edited out, meaning he's going to be out soon enough or there's just not going to be any real storylines to air with him that really have any juice.
A lot of people were surprised by him being on the show, not just because of Game of Thrones, but he was also in like Braveheart, Trainspotting. He was in a lot of like really blockbuster movies.
Yeah, well, the movie money lasts forever. Is everyone just trying to sit home forever? Like, I don't care. You could give me... Well, yeah, but you could give me like, I don't know, $50 million and I'm still going to want to like do something. So even if it's not about the money and they probably got him for cheap, he probably don't even care. He's probably like, whatever the hell, who cares? But I would also be curious to see like what syndication movie money is actually like. Like, you get a check every month. How many people really bought Braveheart this month in the world? Maybe 100?
Maybe.
And maybe you break down the $10 movie into all the people that get paid off of it, and maybe Look, I don't know math, but I'm just saying.
I make 1/14 of a penny for every 100 YouTube views, so I know all about syndication.
Right.
It works out.
Of a penny. I don't even know factions. Factions, like what? Fractions? I don't know what 1/14 is, but good on you.
It means it takes 14 people to
make a penny.
1 penny on YouTube.
Nice.
I think. I may have that wrong. I don't know, and nobody even cares. All right.
That's the pennies that I got.
Yeah. All right, let's finally move away from these people because I want to talk about this game and what has been going on in the drama. That is what everyone wants to hear about. So, like we kind of said a little bit, the All-Stars were the people that got to be picked to be producers and have to edit somebody out. It was Heidi
and Spencer, Nicola, Jasmine, James, Colleen, the other James, in Austin, yes.
Yes, and they got to edit somebody out. So, if you were going to edit out, I know you gave us your things all along, but if you were in the house, if
I was going to edit someone out, I would have edited out Brandon to begin with, or Jamie, or James were probably my 3 lowest scores on what I thought they could bring. I think James, like I said, could either be a great character or be actually edited out by just production because they're not going to know what to do with him. But I would have done Jamie O'Hara because I think that his life gossip story drama is going to run out very quickly. He can be Victy number 1 or 2 like nobody. He's not. I don't see him bringing too much to the show. And Brandon, the DJ Who. would be my other one where I don't know what you're going to bring other than maybe some quirky one-liners sometimes.
I would have went with Brandon as well.
Yeah.
And who did it came down for them? They were going back and forth between Stacy and who was the other one?
I feel like they never really said what the name of the other one was.
Right. That's why I almost, and I might be wrong, I almost want to say it was Angie, and I might completely be wrong.
No, I think they were saying no, because obviously Callum has just walked in, and there's no way that they're going to do that to his mother when they hear. It's not that they're just like, we're jokingly editing someone out. They hear, like, this person is going to have to sit somewhere separate. They're not going to do that to the old lady. Like, if they would have made her sit in the cold.
Stacy or James? Chat room is leading towards thinking James was the other one. It was
James. I mean, it is what it is. I think that Stacy is someone that they've just edited in by editing her out. I think that she is not someone that was going to be the most boring character. If anything, I think some of those veterans sort of showed that they're playing the game, but we're playing the game from a place of threat and being threatened. And they chose one. If they were playing the game cute and kosher and trying to keep it soft and nice at first, maybe they would have gone for someone like James, or they would have picked a male. But I think for going someone like Stacy, it's people like Spidey and the other ones that know these shows well and how to shake it up that are saying, no, this is the person that you got to make it. You got to make it someone like Stacy because it's going to work on her the most. And that's what it has done, obviously. She's the person who it seems to be affecting the most.
So yes, I mean, it was Stacy who got edited out. And again, it's not edited out of the show.
No, they fucking edited her in. She's got more airtime than anyone now because they made it about her. So, good on them if they want to strengthen maybe Stacy's fan base from jump. Although, clearly I've already seen there's some news articles about some of her comments during tonight's episodes that people are not pleased on. So, who knows really how long we'll be seeing Stacy.
Well, she's a Scientologist. You know how you just are so happy with that. I'm going to get you a Scientology shirt. Now, wait. In chat room, correct me if I'm wrong, or you can correct me if I'm wrong, Jason. I thought that Spidey did not want her out. They did not want her edited out. I thought they were the ones pushing for someone else when everybody else was putting it on Steve.
I feel like the only clip we really saw was Spidey sort of saying that and was Austin saying it. It was mostly Austin saying it, and I'm sure obviously there's got to be considerations of other people, but I felt like it was mostly Austin who was sort of stopping the voting for Stacy and considering someone else. And I think Spidey obviously went to Stacy and said that, like, we didn't even want to edit you out. We didn't vote for you. And that might be the truth of what we did not see in the clip side of the show. But irrelevant wise, even if they wanted her, they're going to use whatever. They were going to go to Stacy and cause any type of drama because Spidey knows how to make every day about them.
Well, that's why I was surprised. Now, chat room, and I know chat room, Jason can't see chat room, but yes, chat room is saying 100% Spidey was fighting for her not to be edited out, and we did see that. I don't remember a lot of things, and I remember that, which is why I thought it was so weird then that she kind of went at Spidey. Stacy did. And, well, I mean, granted, Spencer was trying to get under her skin a little bit, being like, nobody can talk to you, and I'm the only one that wants to talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that conversation did not go over well. I don't think neither side really did anything that was like, oh my God, no wonder this escalated because you said this or did this. But obviously, she's agitated, and you're coming over and you're poking an agitated bear with a stick. So if you think she's going to be so nice to you, Heidi, with your sad pouty face, she's not going to be that nice to you right now because you are coming over to continually poke her as her husband just did. So if you expect a chick to be nice to you, I don't know where you were raised at, but I ain't gonna be nice to you always. If you come over and agitate me and then ask me some nice shit the next second later, no, you're still gonna get agitated him. So I don't know. I'm not shading Stacy at all for being agitated with them there.
I like that you don't like Spidey because I'm gonna like them extra now. I'm
Okay, go
going
ahead.
to have them be my new favorites. I
Go for it.
like how you're taking a stand on Spidey and not Scientology. But anyway, that's fine. You don't. No,
Spidey is worse than Scientology.
Wrong.
That is like the best math problem that's ever been written. Like Spidey is bigger than Scientology.
And we have the intro mashup. Thank you. No, I was on Spidey's side. I know I'm alone. I really am on their side this one. I felt like they were not wrong in what they were doing. I know they're super manipulative.
Yes. Like this is what they do. They always doing the most to create any storyline.
Ask to give a blanket and a pillow, and if you're all right, so you're saying they're doing it for a storyline.
They're doing it because they know that now that this is the task, this is the focus, it's about her. Everyone else wants to drink and have fun and mingle. They're not about that. They know what is on the episode tonight. Oh, ding, ding, ding. It's about Stacy. So what are we going to do? We're going to go be about Stacy. We're going to go over and talk to Stacy. There was probably many a times that somebody else was over there, possibly maybe talking to Stacy, whether they knew the rules of the task or not. But, Heidi and Spencer are making it a point to go out together. I believe it was him at first, and then they go out together, and then him inside, and then her inside. Yeah. You guys are making conscious efforts to have long, drawn-out conversations with her because they're making TV. Yeah. They're doing their thing, which is fine. That's what you're here for. But when you can see through it so easy, it is a little bit like, oh, here we go. Like, oh, what are we watching? It's the fucking Spidey show.
Right. I want the Spidey show, so they can just keep bringing it. You know what we forgot to mention? I can't believe we both forgot to mention this. Although it technically didn't happen until Bits on the Side for people that don't know, which we can talk more about on the next show. But we got to see on Bits on the Side our girl, Nikki, doing she did her own little cast evaluation of the house guests, and I loved seeing Nikki.
I love her. She's amazing.
We might have to bring her on here. I'm already talking to her about it. She might want to come on and talk with us a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll have her be you and her talk about it, and I'll just shrink my little head down a little bit.
No, it's okay. I'm shy around her.
You're shy around her?
I love Nikki.
I love her too, but why are you shy around her?
I don't know. I spent one day with her and it was amazing. And I was just like, oh, it's like Nikki Graham in real life and in living color right in front of me.
Do you want to know the trick?
What?
Get a little bottle of the Godiva chocolate liquor and you just wave it in her face. You don't give it to her to drink. You're not giving it to her to drink. Whenever you need to reel her in, you just hold it up and you go, Nikki, chocolate vodka. And she'll be like, chocolate vodka. And then you can have her distracted a little bit and then move on your way. You use it like the carrot on the stick and then you're...
Wow. I spent a day with her in New York City. It was a lovely time. Shout out to Nikki Graham. I hope she had a lovely time in Australia.
I hope that she is part of what we learned about Friday's show. Is that there will be a twist?
There will be a twist. I don't think so. I don't think we would have seen her and been on the side doing this cast evaluation if she was that person. That would just be my gut about how I think they would go about it. But obviously, I don't know nothing because I don't work there.
So the twist is, for people that don't know, there are 2 more people coming on Friday.
Yes.
And let me whip up our little schedule.
Someone told me it's 1 newbie and 1 all-star celebrity.
Correct. And I want to let everyone know that on Friday, they're doing the show at 4 when they're putting the first person in. Then there's a break.
So I go to a movie or some dumb shit.
I think it's a lip sync battle.
Yes.
And then they're coming back for the second person. Okay, so you heard that 1 is an all-star.
1 is an all-star and 1 is a newbie. So God knows who the newbie could be. It could be somebody. I'm thinking maybe a new hottie toddy girl. What I usually refer to as the tit bird. Last time I covered UK with you, we're kind of lacking on tit birds. Jasmine is a tit bird, but unless Bianca really becomes a tit bird, we're sort of a stereotype down for BBUK. So maybe one of those, whether that is a newbie or a returnee, it would be interesting to see. But I wouldn't be like maybe a recent person, Megan McKenna, could come in and be a sexy yet argumentative girl again, but we'll see who it is.
The Jude, I can never say their names. It's like Juwar. It's the twins, right? That's who you guys are
Jedward twins.
Jedward. Thank you.
Jedward.
The
Does anybody really want to see them though? Everyone thinks Jedward. They would be a person that makes it like All Stars. They probably wouldn't have to even pay them that much money, but they would be annoying and juvenile. Maybe not as much now as they were back then. And what I'm seeing here is a very adult, serious or party or sexual sort of type of characters. Mm-hmm. We have a few people that are a little bit argumentative or explosive, but nothing overly crazy. So I don't see Jedward, like I don't see throwing an absolutely juvenile person in how that is going to work. I would rather see another sexy or argumentative or level-headed adult.
So I'm going to throw names at you. Obviously, Tiffany.
I didn't even know the rumors. Well, Tiffany, I don't think that's happening. I think we all know.
Would you want her?
What I want her, of course, but
Perez.
If we have her, she'll push Stacy out the door real quick. If we have Perez, now this is where that Callum is from Perez's season. Mm-hmm. So now we have people that will already have lived with Perez. Everyone is still going to hate Perez. James Jordan from Strictly will absolutely want to kill Perez. Spidey must have had probably an up and down relationship with Perez, obviously, because they're tabloid fodder. Same thing with Ray J. I'm sure a lot of people would not be happy to see Perez, but do I want to see Perez? Absolutely not. If I was a producer, I would give Perez a 10, but can I take a vacation? Meaning, I don't want to produce this season, but yes, keep his ass on. But I don't want to hear him, see him, look at him, hear his voice. So he's a 0 for me, but a 10 for TV. Hopefully no Perez, but if so, it's about to be interesting.
Chat room actually is saying that he put out an article today on his website saying he's not on the show. They wouldn't pay him the amount of money that he wanted, but that could be a decoy.
Well, I mean, no, it's probably him being messy, especially because he's got to somehow reach off for the Ray J TMZ article. It's got to, like, nobody goes to his website anymore. It's not 2006 anymore. So he's got to do whatever he can in any blog or article he can.
What about the rumors people are saying? Do you think that they could actually put Rylan in? A lot of people want to see Rylan going back in against Spidey.
Wow.
Would they pull him from bots?
I mean, it's possible to pull him from bots. It's not an impossible thing to do. I think that if they were going to pull him from bots, would have already been seen the build up to that, maybe, if so. Rylan has had co-hosts in the past. A lot of the Big Brother side shows have had double co-hosts in the past. So if they were to introduce bots and it's him and that AJ or Dodu again or whoever the hell they want to stick him with, if it's him and some girl, then you sort of see, okay, this is the girl that's going to take over when he's in and when he's out. But it's probably a conflict of interest at this point. I mean, it's sort of like
putting Julie Chen on over the top.
Putting Julie Chen on over the top. Or, if you put Jeff in again, I mean, plenty would probably want to see Jeff play again, but I don't think, he basically works there now. So it's a little bit of probably a conflict of interest. So I don't know. I'm not expecting him.
Well, we will find out on Friday.
Yes.
In just 2 days, who is going into...
Is that the main rumors? Is like Rylan and stuff?
The main rumors is Rylan. Honestly, people are saying that Tiffany New York has not posted on Instagram or posted on social media in days, so people are saying her. Other people are also saying Emma. Like, they're really... But I agree with you. I feel like it's too much of a conflict of interest for Emma or Rylan to go on that show.
Would definitely not be Emma. Emma has been saying for years that she's a massive fan. Emma was like, guest on these side talk shows before she ever even worked for there. She loves it, but I don't think Emma would ever subject herself to it. Just like most of the fans of all Big Brothers, is we love to watch it. A lot of us think we would love to do it, and then you're like, oh my god, this is actually not the most enjoyable experience in the world. So I think Emma is perfectly happy watching it from her trailer outside.
Yeah. Jonathan, I don't know who Jonathan C. People are saying Jonathan C. and
Chad Bond, Kim Kardashian's like friend, Jonathan Bond or whatever. Yeah, he was on like the New York season, I believe. He left so early. He was trying to just get his money and run. He can't hack it. If the producers cast him again, they're just trying to waste money again.
And Gemma,
I mean, that's another close one too. I think Gemma would be interesting to see, but is she going to fight with anyone like she did with like New York in this house already? Probably not. So I would see New York as a more viable character who could come in and fight with people like Stacy and Nicola and, maybe make this an interesting group.
You know what is my favorite thing about this season of Big Brother UK so far?
Spill it.
The damn diary room that looks like
gorge.
I love it. I want that background. Oh, I might steal that background. Oh, and I can have it. I was like, I want it, and I can have it.
You can have it.
I like it. I love that diary room.
It's a very nice diary room, and it's very nice to see them use the house that they built for the last series. They like built a house next door, and that's where half the people entered in during the producer's task in this first launch episode. So it's good to see them, repurposing without having totally knocked down and rebuild like they do many a times. It's good to see them and that diary room looks amazing.
All right, let me ask you this before we wrap it up.
Okay.
If you had to pick a winner, I'll let you change mid-season if you want, but right now, who are you picking as a winner?
Well, I'd have to say, like, I said with my TV ranking that I would not be surprised if the UK made Ray J the winner. I would not be that surprised. Do I want to see Ray J win? No. So Ray J would not be my winner, but I would not be terribly surprised. I would probably give my winner to the person that I'm going to like the most is going to be Jasmine, because she's going to be petty and she's not going to be afraid to talk shit, and she's going to be slutty. She's going to get drunk. She's going to take her boobs out. She's going to make interesting TV. Does Jasmine have any chance to win? Not at all. So if we were doing draft picks, I'm signing myself up for failure, but Jasmine is going to be my favorite character.
Okay, so Jasmine's your favorite.
Yes. And then if New York comes in tomorrow, then Jasmine will be my second favorite. And then when New York and Jasmine fight, I'll be like, I'm loving it.
Okay, but forget about who you think who's
gonna win.
Who do you chat room really wants to know who do you think will end up winning this season?
Well, I mean, a lot of these people have been at the very end of this game before in public's eyes. So even just looking at all the returnees, if they all stay as strong as they were last time, I kind of feel like the UK always picks someone that's boring and not done enough. I mean, in recent years with Bear, not so much. I would not be surprised if they voted Callum to win if he does absolutely nothing this year but come across nice because his mom's there. I would not be surprised to see Spidey in the final two again, but I would say maybe unless everything all goes wrong, I would not be surprised to say Ray J. So maybe I will say Ray J. But I really should be saying someone that's from the UK because I know how they do. But I feel like most of their stronger characters, Spidey, Ray J, are both from the USA, other than Callum, who's from the UK. So if it all comes down to who looks sexiest with their shirt off, then Callum's going to win. And we'll just see. You're like, Austin's going to win with the sexiest in the shirt off? No.
Okay, first of all, Callum, they were doing the close-ups of his body with the tattoos and, the butt, and no.
I don't know. I feel like he would have more, like, the ladies are going to be more about him there.
Okay, I'll say this. I agree with you. I think Callum will be the winner overall.
Really?
After everything, I think he will be the winner. But my favorite will hands down now be Spidey.
Oh, well, of course, of course. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Spidey in like the final two or something again. I think we're seeing, if I could anything, we usually get to a final five. That's what they do over there for their finale night. If I was to call what the final five is right now, I'm gonna call Austin, Callum, Spidey, Ray J, and then the fifth person is really gonna shake up with how the season goes. Is someone like Stacy gonna become a main character? Is someone like Bianca gonna become a main character? Is James gonna act like an arrogant asshole, or is he gonna still come off good at that point? If so, maybe add in James or add in Colleen or add in Nicola. But I would say the main four are Spidey, Ray J, Austin, and Callum.
Okay, we're jotting it down. We're jotting it down, and we're going to see how close we are as this season progresses. Now, is there anything that you want to talk about from the premiere episode or from stuff that happened today? I feel like we covered it all. Was there anything else you wanted to touch on?
I mean, no, well, a lot of what I watched today is just that first initial getting to know you. You're sort of seeing the agitatedness with Stacy and the Spidey thing. Yep. You're not getting that many bits. We sort of got that Jamie was already talking about some of his gossip drama relationship, sort of giving all his goss away in the first episode. So that's why I'm saying him as a boring person with not enough to give.
And I agree. I want to see it shake up now. I want to be able to, when we come back next week, to finally.
Next week I want like Jasmine impregnated and like one of them going to jail. Like someone better have broken a mirror. Next week I want this shit to turn up.
Break a mirror. People need to walk out. Don't they walk out a lot? I remember people were.
They break the doors and like run a lot. Yeah.
All right, so let me break this down for people. Here's how we're going to do it. Jason and I are going to come back, and I think we said, right, Jason, like, we'll wait until the person's evicted, and then we'll talk about it the next day, right?
Yes.
All right.
Do it the day after evictions.
Perfect. So that's what Jason and I will do together. I know a lot of stuff happens in a week, and we're trying to keep the shows where they're not crazy long. So I will talk about Celebrity Big Brother UK a little bit too when we do our like nightly shows. I'll touch on some important stuff if you guys need a refresher, let's call it, during the week. I know, Jason, you are covering or you're watching the back episodes on You Now. Now, do you do that on a set day each week?
No, I've just sort of been doing it every 3 or 4 days or so. I've just been setting them up, a day or so before I put it out on Twitter. A lot of people have been asking to watch them back. I have not been saving them, but it's sort of like a one-time only you get it flash sale. So if you really want to know how I feel about watching or my reaction to watching episode 4, I guess you just got to be there that one time and only. I mean, it's nothing special going on. It's just me hanging, chatting with y'all. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed doing it. And last night I did it with 2 of my best friends. We're here hanging out, and they were sassing and laughing. And I hope everybody that popped in enjoyed.
Is that the one who thinks I'm Will Winkle?
No, maybe. Why? Did somebody ask if you're Will Winkle?
Hey, your friend, remember?
Oh, Nanette asked that. Yeah. No.
Okay, so in order to watch that show, like, I don't know why we keep wanting to say James for some reason. If you want to watch Jason do that show, you need to follow him here on You Now. So make sure you're following him at the J Roy. And then you will be alerted when he does shows. Follow us here too. You'll know when we do shows. I will also say tomorrow is my last official Big Brother Over the Top show.
Wow.
Where I am bringing, because I promised everybody Shane and Danielle on together. So, Shane.
Why aren't you doing a show with like me and Shelby together? What the hell is this, Eric?
I want to do a show with you and Devon, because apparently you're the Devon Whisperer, but we can talk about that later. So yes, I did. I keep forgetting that. I would love to have you and I was just looking at the picture of you and Shelby, my favorite picture. remember when you were like, here's your crackle, and she goes, no, you can have it. I got it in my HOH
I already won. I won all my crackle.
My favorite moment. But seriously, it is like such a great picture. And I don't know if you've seen it. Like, it was before she got out of the house and went crazy. It's before she got out of the house and it wasn't a game for her. Now I don't really care for her postseason because it's clearly more than a game for her. I wanted you two to be best friends.
What?
I wanted you two to be best friends.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Sorry. But now, whatever. We don't care. We're moving on. The point was, Shane and Danielle, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And how much do you love Shane with the short hair?
I love Shane with the short hair. We talked about that during my podcast thing yesterday about, oh my God, look at Shane with his man bun. And my girls were like, oh yeah. And I was talking about how he was the cutest person we had on our show. And I love seeing him and Danielle like be so annoyingly cute. It's disgusting because I don't think love is real, but I hate them for like being so cute and adorable. So I'm glad that they're having a lovely time in North Carolina.
Jason.
Yes.
I've been married for 12 years.
Such a sham.
Love is not real. Love is not real. No. But speaking of love, we also have to give one last shout out to someone that loves you very much. Chrissy and Mike and Evil Engine. I believe we're here the entire show watching and
these hookers. Well, they better be watching BBUK. They got George with them now. He better have them being in them BMX streets and shit.
They all asked. Yes, I got a slew of everyone asking me yesterday how to watch. So trust me, they're all watching.
You better.
So where can the people find you on Twitter, Jason?
You can follow me on Twitter at the J Roy.
Snapchat?
At the J Roy.
Instagram?
The official J Roy.
I know this one. Facebook, you can only follow him or fan his Facebook page.
I just got like the fanbook like page. Chrissy's got to hook me up with how the fuck Facebook works. But I just made like my own like page because I have too many people want to be my friend. I don't even see my damn real friends on there. My Facebook is a mess. So it's time to like reclaim it like the Bastille. And so I have it. You go search at the J Roy on Facebook and you'll see my ass too.
Yes, everywhere Jason. Of course, the links to everywhere Jason is will be below this show. But if we just yelled too many things at you, the most important thing you need to know is, Jason, your next You Now show on here recapping is, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
What day is it today? I don't know.
I'll let you all know when it happens, and we'll be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, guys. Keep watching.
Stay trill hoes.
Bye.
Hey, just kidding. I love you.